one at a time.
I feel like all those bands sound the same though. I feel like I'm listening to the same band.
When Bradley's singing it, yeah, they all sound the same.
If you're like, I mean, if you're comparing like musically, if you're gonna compare them, yeah, there's a lot of similarities for sure.
Even the singer though, the lead singer.
I was singing Tim Armstrong, like from Rancid, sounds way different from Davey Havoc. Those two people.
Yeah, but you know about that music. For
That's
people
true.
that
No,
don't
but I'm
know
saying
about
if
that
I
music,
played it, Tim Armstrong's like you can't even understand what he
that
says.
sounded like the guy from AFI.
No,
Right?
Davey's high pitched.
What about
That's
the dude
Dave.
from Smashing Pumpkins?
I can't, dude.
That's not even the same kind of music.
I
They
could
got, they got guitar, white folks, man,
That's
same
the
shit.
only rock song he knows is Smashing Pumpkins.
No,
Only
he knows Limp
Yeah,
Bizkit
yeah,
and
yeah.
some shit in
Hell
Korn.
yeah, and fucking 311. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
come original. You
What?
got to come original.
Some 41,
Yeah.
Blink 182. Come on, man, I'm out here.
All right.
I could never.
Offspring.
I could never listen to Smashing Pumpkins because of his vocals.
Really?
There's a few songs that I always thought were fire. But
They're not terrible, but his vocals were so nasally and high pitched that it grated on my soul. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, let's get this. Let's get
Energy.
this
get
We
this
need that
bread.
energy up. Harvest this yeast.
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Did you say I'm gonna come?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you said, "Ooh, I'm in the club."
Alex is gone. You put me in. I'm in the club.
I'm in the club.
Ziggs
Wow.
is like, what the fuck are you doing? I just want to sit by you, just chill.
Nah, he'll
Let
figure out where he's gonna ultimately end
He's
up.
warm.
He's furry as fuck.
I wish I had fur.
All right, well, let's do this.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Tasteless Gentleman, number 126. And as you could tell, we're missing one, and we've replaced his seat with your favorite.
Shone bone balone.
That was you for fucking.
Oh, am I supposed to say my own name?
That's why I was pointing at you. Or just say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, there you
Shoney.
Yeah.
Social security number 55779. Credit card number.
Do I have to introduce myself? Now he has his own podcast. He's fucking Hollywood as shit.
go. I need to be introduced. That's in my contract. You didn't know that?
I thought you were just gonna be like, Sean, welcome to the podcast. And like,
I mean, I could have, but I was just like, you could say hi. Then we have Dom.
Hey,
And
what
then
up?
we have Scoop
Yep.
and Ziggy. What's up?
He's here. Yeah, Alex, he's out. He's with family. We're recording this the night before
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are. I mean, I guess most people probably celebrate Thanksgiving.
Except for the Aussies and Australia or in Europe.
I
And
mean, I'm celebrating mine on Friday.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Your
Like, 'cause
family
you
did
couldn't
that?
get all together.
Yo, couldn't get all together.
Yeah.
Flights were like hella expensive.
That's dude. Even my family for Christmas, we don't. We do gifts after Christmas.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've done that every year.
How
since I was a little
far?
kid.
Like a week or?
Yeah, like a week.
Oh,
Like when
okay.
I was growing up, it was always right after Christmas.
Why though? Just because everybody couldn't get together?
No, it's just too expensive.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why buy all the gifts, all that shit? Like,
It's like Valentine's. Like,
Yeah.
celebrate the day after. The candy
Yeah.
goes on sale. You know what I mean?
Valentine's is made up. Don't ever do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a bitch ass holiday.
Bitch ass holiday. Okay, yeah. So the contest still going on.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've heard of it, and if you have not, this will be your introduction to it. But we're flying somebody out to San Diego to hang out with us for a night. You'll get the flight here, flight home. You'll get a hotel room,
Dinner.
and dinner, and you'll get to hang out with us for at least 7 minutes. If you're cool or if you have big titties, we'll be out all night.
And if you're fucking,
where are you guys
stay
going?
the whole weekend.
Stay at Dom's place. And where are we going?
We haven't locked that down yet. Yeah, Shoney and I went to a meeting. Maybe that works out. We'll see.
Oh.
So that's still going on. The only stipulation is you have to be a member of our Discord. And when we do the drawing, it'll be the first show after the first, so after the new year. And then if you are in our Discord, you will be
Gotta
in a
be
lottery.
21.
Got to be 21. And yeah.
Are we doing like a raffle? Like,
Yeah.
Am I pulling out the black emoji?
Yeah, no. Well, okay.
For the occasion, we might.
Yeah.
Like spinning things. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
But it'll be online. It'll be totally transparent. We'll live stream it, so there's no fuckery.
You know they're still gonna talk shit.
Yeah, but I want to make sure they see everything.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
We'll dox everyone in our Discord. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, speaking of Discord, it's been cracking. Last night, all the chicks in our Discord were posting nudes.
All of them. All
well,
4 of them.
I mean, there's a
I was
bunch of
gonna
them.
say two.
No, there's more now.
There's a bunch of them now. I mean, there's over 340 people on our Discord now, and they're all on there all the time now. It's fun.
See, that makes sense though. It's like the competition thing we were talking about the last episode. One girl posts nudes, and now I gotta outdo this fucking
Straight up nudes.
Straight up.
I didn't see him last night.
Straight up. And then today there was other drama. I had to tell everyone to chill out in the extreme. We have not safe for work extreme.
I won't even go in there.
How do you tell people to chill out
No,
in
no,
that
no.
area though?
I-
'Cause
Yeah,
it's-
you
I
can't.
don't care about some stuff. Like there was a lovely video of a man jumping off a building, and it was
Was
horrific.
the dog
then it's
eating
like-
the box?
Okay, yes, there was a dog eating box.
I've
and,
seen that.
and
That's
not-
illegal, brother.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. I went in there and I saw some nudes, some nice titties, and then I saw like some dude get ran over by a semi.
Okay, we
And I'm like,
separated.
yo, what the fuck?
We separated that. So
Yeah.
now there's just funny nudes or not safe for work and with nudes, and then there's extreme. So like you're only going there if you know. But so there
If you
was
had a couple beers, you know.
there was
right.
a guy an old Asian man fucking a chicken. I watched it. I know I sound like I'm full of shit. I swear to God. And the people on Discord will know. Please comment right now in the live chat on
Fucking a
YouTube.
chicken.
They saw it too. Bro, I watched it. So then I realized as I'm watching it, like, this is awesome. I got to beat off now. But
Standard.
this might not be exactly legal or something. I don't know how the laws work.
That's an area that it's probably like really, really fine print way down at the bottom.
Yeah. So
You know?
we can't do that stuff anymore. All the other, guy jumps off a building. That's hilarious. We can still do that. But yeah, anyway, so we chill out. But so then I asked the people, because you're coming on, they love you. We asked for questions from them that we're all going to go through. So this isn't like an official Why Do Bitches or anything like that or one of those.
It's just a random question and answer episode.
But they kind of sent some questions that
Are they good questions? Or
yes. Well, I went through them. You know how it goes.
Yeah. But we have, in other words, we have enough good questions to
Yes.
actually make an episode out of it. Okay.
Yes.
That's
So we'll just start with the first one. It's from Keka 013. What is the best way to leave a relationship? And what's the post strategy plan
That's a good one.
when you get out of the relationship? That's tough. And I think you'd all agree. Maybe you don't, but it really depends on the
Yeah,
circumstance.
100%.
So I guess we should go through the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you cheated or you want to get out of it, which is why you cheat. Because you want to get the fuck out.
Generally speaking, yeah.
You should probably not like rub it in her face. Right?
Yeah. I mean, you can always just bring up some weak shit. Just like, I don't like your shoes.
That's so childish.
Well, like
I don't like your
my-
shoes.
Like my grandmother's sick, I can't date you anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, look at the time. Hey, my mom's calling me.
I feel like Dom's speaking from experience. Like this has happened before.
Or I'm going on deployment.
Hey, yeah, true.
And you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's valid though. That
She
can
sees
be
you in
used.
PB at Thrusters, like,
Oh, they canceled my deployment at last minute. They said I wasn't going.
I knew, speaking of that kind of scenario, I knew a guy who wanted to break up with a girl, waited till we went on deployment and didn't even tell her. And we just left.
Wow.
Like, dude.
I did something like that
that's
too.
fucked up. For real? You didn't even tell her?
Like, what in Japan? Like,
Yeah.
I just, like, she found out like the very last day I was leaving. She's like, "Are you going to
Did you
Japan
ask her for a
you?"
ride? You're like, can I get a ride to the ship? She's like, what ship?
No, I forgot how she found out, but she ended up finding out that she was like super mad because I was good, just like, "Phew,
That's pretty fucked up.
gone like
Yeah.
the
I mean,
wind."
it is what it is.
That's some guy shit,
Yeah.
for sure.
Some 19-year-old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Silver
guess it
life.
depends if you want to still kind of like, if you want it to end, or you want to like still hook up with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because then if you can't stand the person and you're like, yeah, dude, this is over, it's done, then you could pull some shady shit like that. But if you're still like, whatever, I might hook up with her later, you got to at least like soften the blow a little bit and maybe
Wait.
be like, I don't like your shoes. Nah, fam. The other day, like you were smacking with your mouth open while we were eating. I'm not about that life.
I feel like
Yeah.
when somebody brings up shit like that, you should be on like your spidey sense should go up. Like, if she starts bringing up shit like that, like, just
Bitch,
some
what
shit.
you trying to
like
like
to
a
you?
red flag.
Yeah,
like,
just like,
Yeah,
woo,
yeah, yeah.
spidey sense. Like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
she doing
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Who you cheating on? Grab her and shake her? Who you cheating with? Yeah, I don't know. So, any other thoughts on that?
I think there's a lot of thoughts on it.
Yeah,
It really
we could
depends on the
go.
circumstances.
Well,
Whenever I've gotten
yeah.
out of a relationship, I was always the bitch, dude. I was always the, please don't leave. I love you so much.
Really? You never
Yeah.
broke up with a chick yourself?
Yeah, but after I was like, we got back together, and then I broke up with her afterwards.
I mean, I feel like we're all just like ghosting each other. Like that's anytime
That's
that
most
someone-
common, yeah.
Well, I've been in a lot of relationships where we're not official, and I know why, because we're probably both afraid to like get together, and then we would have to actually break up.
It is rough.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
let's just keep it casual and then just ghost each other.
Yeah, just block each other on
Technically,
Instagram.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, block each other on Instagram because then
Ghost.
it's like unofficial. So you're just kind of like stop. I've had a lot of chicks just stop talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. I mean,
But-
I feel like that's better than actually like bullshitting me. Like,
Yeah.
yo, man, I don't like that you wear black.
You
homie."
you don't think
Later. I'm like,
you don't she doesn't like that you wear Zara?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's over anyways. Fuck you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I rather someone just ghost me than actually like fucking make up some shit, right?
But you don't think you're the in that scenario? You don't think you're the placeholder? Because that's
what
what
do
I
you
would think. Like, if she just disappears out of nowhere, and yeah, if she just disappears, I think that she was waiting till she met somebody,
oh, so
and you're just around.
I'm the middleman.
Yeah.
I think that's how it always works.
Oh, dude, I'm notorious for being the middleman, and it's always some chick that's been in a relationship for like 4 years. She's dating some dude outside of the industry. He's got a tie on. He goes to Wells Fargo every day to work. You know, he's a banker.
So you're
And
the
then
bridge.
I'm the bridge, the middleman, however you want to say it. And then they break up, and she needs to go out and party with the girls. And guess who's behind the DJ booth?
Hey,
Guess
Sean
who has
Malone.
Who's over there fucking DJing with his laptop, neck tattoos? She's got daddy issues. Let's do it. And then it's like a full month, and then I'm just filling that void until she either goes back to her ex-boyfriend,
Yeah.
or she finds another dude in a collared shirt that like has a
Yeah.
job. I'm the middleman. So I'm not even mad about it, but whatever.
That's fair.
I've-
Yeah, go.
I was just gonna say I've lived so many years of my life in that gray area of dating. That's my favorite area.
I think it's where you actually physically live too, in San Diego or any big
Oh,
city.
yeah, I would
Because
say
we
so.
all know how many people. Like we know there's good-looking people all around us. So it's like, yeah, we're cool, but then you find one little thing, and you're like, dude, peace, I'm out. Because you can find someone tomorrow.
But I
Yeah.
like being in the gray area. She needs to be in a relationship.
Yeah. I like the gray. You know what I mean? I
Totally,
kind of do
totally,
that.
totally.
Come
Yeah.
and go as I please. Hey, I'm
She's
here.
black and white. I'm gray.
Yeah.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll around.
Pop
these
that
parts.
smoke, come back with a ski mask 10 days later, like nothing ever happened.
You're married. I'm single.
Dom gets back from cruise. He's like, yo, girl, can you pick me up? She's like, where you been for 4 months? Like, hey, just pick me up.
It's
We'll
like,
talk
no,
about it later.
You have kids. I don't have kids. These are not our kids. These are your kids.
You're a single mom. You're doing great.
Yeah. You're doing phenomenal, honey. Keep it up.
Fuck it.
Yeah, you could talk about that for days.
Yeah. I think we got a couple there.
We could legitimately do an entire fucking relationship episode.
So should we do? Okay, next question. Trujillo. Trujillo actually gave me his Disney Plus login.
Nice.
That's
I was
awesome.
like-
Did you use it yet?
Yeah,
Did you watch the Mini Yoda or whatever that fucking internet lost its mind over?
that show's great.
Yeah.
I don't even like Star Wars. We talked about it on Show's show.
Yeah.
I don't like Star Wars.
Neither
That
do
show's
I.
fucking great.
I say,
Wait, you guys don't like Star Wars?
I say that, and people. This is the response I get.
No,
What
whoa,
the
whoa.
fuck?
Oh, did I really
Yeah,
act like that?
yeah, you did
No, I
totally.
said, wait a minute, what?
No, you had there was a tone. There was a tone indicative of that's what you were thinking in your head. You didn't actually act in that
Bitch,
manner.
you don't like The Last Jedi? Woof.
I'm about to show you some jujitsu.
No, it is funny though, but
Get on the floor! Ice!
people fucking lose their mind when you say that.
Yeah.
I think that's with everything. Like, especially if
No,
someone
it's-
loves a movie
it's
and they're
especially
like,
Star
wait, you
Wars.
haven't seen Home Alone 3?
No, it's
Yeah.
especially Star Wars. Like Star Wars fans are fucking like fanatical fans.
Yeah, well, that's saying like you don't like Michael Jordan or something. Like, wait,
no,
what?
it's different.
Why?
Because Star Wars fanatics are like in that fucking. They're those people to a T.
I think they're falling off though a little bit. It's like
The
kind of
numbers.
well, not the numbers necessarily, but it's kind of the same. I mean, we're gonna go down a fucking rabbit hole.
Let's do
Where's
it.
Alex? We're talking about movies. No, but the like Game of Thrones or whatever. Like people hated that last
Yeah,
season
yeah.
so much, and I think there's some of that going on with the Star Wars thing. Like people have hated the last few, so they're more likely to side with you. Like,
What-
yeah, fuck Star
What's
Wars.
the consensus on the new ones?
The new
Other
ones
than
have been
phenomenal memes.
Mostly trash with a couple bangers,
Yeah.
but like mostly.
No, I mean like the new ones on Disney Plus. The brand new ones.
oh, that show.
The
Yeah, yeah,
series.
yeah.
Show's great.
Okay.
Show's great. I'm not a big fan. Show's fucking great. It's great. watch it all the time.
But
Anyway,
I'm sure there's people out there that don't like the show.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's back and forth. And
Well-
I bet the real Star Wars fans don't like the show. I don't know
Probably.
why.
They'll
but
find a
it's
reason.
probably like more for people that aren't into Star Wars. That's probably why we like it.
yes,
I just want to see it for Baby Yoda.
it's dope.
Fucking cute.
How did what Yoda's fucking?
I'm sure. I mean, Star Wars fans right now are like, bang, bang
No,
on the
there
keyboard.
was like a meme that posted all those questions. Like, I have questions. I need answers.
What
How
about
did,
like the timeline?
like, how did Baby Yoda come about? What green creatures were fucking? And
Yoda
et
got
cetera, et
swimmers.
cetera.
Yoda's got swimmers.
Yeah, there were a bunch of those.
I'm sure somebody knows.
Well, fucking good on Trujillo. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Anyway, Trujillo asks, what are your worst sexual experiences?
Oh, this would be fun.
If you guys need a second, I have one.
Go. by
There
all
was one time I was hooking up with a girl, and we were doing doggy because that's just all I do, pretty
Standard.
much.
It's where
Yeah.
you live.
No missionary. Fuck off. I don't even want to see your fucking face. And anyway, I was getting the waft of
Yeah.
of a smell, but the smell was overwhelming bad.
You stole my story, motherfucker.
Oh, really? yeah, overwhelming. It was overwhelming. She was an Amazonian chick. She's a very tall chick.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't say she's bigger, but like she's thick.
Mm-mm.
And the smell was over fucking
Was it
whelming.
ass smell or was it straight up
No,
pussy smell?
I think it was like yeast infection. I don't know because I didn't want to bring it up.
And well, of course you continue to fuck.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up. It's like one of those things you don't want to embarrass
No,
a
you
girl.
couldn't. But I'm saying I'm impressed you could actually maintain. Like as soon as I got a whiff of that, I'd be out, dude.
Would you though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
See,
I
I don't
think
think
you
I could.
finished.
I had the same.
No.
I had the same situation.
No, I wouldn't finish.
And I told Scoop the next day it happened. I remember telling you same shit. And I brought this chick back home, and I just met her on Bumble, and it was like right swipe, cool, what's up? Let's go get some drinks. We had 2 drinks.
Right, so I cool. What's up?
We had 2 drinks, and then went back to my place, and same thing. I was like,
Oof.
what the fuck? But I'm like super sensitive to smell. But
That's
I
what
still
I'm
had to. I
saying.
couldn't be that dude to be like, oh, I'd rather not, like kind of make it awkward. But I was like, dude, I just
No,
gotta
I
do
would
it.
just lose my erection and then take the blame myself to not make her feel bad. Be like, I have really bad ED. Sorry.
That's good. But I told Scoop the next day, and Scoop was like, you know what you gotta do, right? You gotta be that guy to like tell her. Be like,
Somebody's got to bite that bullet, right?
somebody has to bite the bullet. I cannot. Nope, I can't do it. I can't be like, hey,
Well-
listen, like you had some fucking biohazard shit going downstairs, like, because it was so bad. I'm not trying to make fun of her because I'm sure it happens to guys too. I'm sure chicks go
for
down
sure.
on guys, and you
For
got
sure.
fucking stank dick.
Yeah, no shower for 4 days.
Pull that foreskin back.
Dip, dip
Smegma.
onion.
Here we go. Here we go. And I changed my sheets once I dropped her off. Because we went to her place and she had a roommate. I was like, man, fuck this. So we went to my place. I dropped her off, came back, and I had to wash my sheets because I was like,
Ugh.
and
I do remember that, and she was banging too, right?
yeah, she was really banging. I
I
was
know,
like, what the
yeah.
fuck? But I wanted to know. I wanted to be like, hey, like, do you have a yeast infection or something? I just was afraid that she'd be like, what? No. Why would you ask that? I'm like, fuck, dude.
I mean,
like,
do you
what
not
the
smell it? Smell it?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't know. I think do guys like are we the only like do we do that? Like I always like sometimes just smell check, man. I just put my hand on my nuts and be like,
If I had a vagina, I would be
You know,
checking
I'm
that
good.
every
Yeah,
hour.
high five
dude.
your friend.
high five.
I'd be
Hey, homie,
checking
does this
it all
smell
the
fucking-
time.
Oh, you
How's it
nasty
smell?
motherfucker.
No, you never do that.
No.
I'm not sticking my finger in my ass. I'm just like underneath my nuts. Just
Yeah.
yeah, I'm good.
If you shower, it's all good.
Usually. Should be.
Usually,
Should be.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See,
Dude, there's a new thing. I saw this on fucking somewhere on the interwebs the other day that chicks, because of the pheromones in their fucking pussy juice, what they're doing now is they'll like
that
get
was
it,
very a not Bradley thing to say.
they'll get it on their fingers
Pussy
and
juice!
they're like dabbing it on their wrists and their neck for the pheromones.
What?
Yeah, there was actually a podcast that they were talking about this, and I was like, "What the fuck,
She can keep that.
dude?"
Yeah. I mean, I like pussy juice, but not around the neck.
No.
That's what they're doing it for, the pheromones.
Well, I hope that chick I hooked up with doesn't do that because dudes just be passing out, walking by her, be like, yo. She'd be like, why don't they like me?
Body just floating up. Soul.
I
You
mean,
know how-
somebody's
what's
got to
that-
tell her, but you'd have to be like a really good friend or a boyfriend, dude. Like random Bumble dude couldn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. I was a random Bumble dude,
Yeah,
and I was
no.
like, I can't do it. Scoop was like, you got to be that guy. You got to tell her. I'm like,
Nah.
nope, I'm not going to.
In that, but I think in the Bumble situation, like I was also way younger, but with the girl that happened to me, but I couldn't do it there because we were hanging out. Like it felt uncomfortable to do it there, but at the Bumble, fuck her. You
Yeah,
never can say a bitch and
that's
again. Block her ass. Hey, your pussy stinks.
Block. Put that in your bio, bitch.
Have you ever?
I'm a tourist. I go to the beach. My pussy stinks like trash.
Have you guys ever
Live, laugh,
had
love.
Have you guys ever had the weird like taste?
Yeah,
It tastes
Yeah,
like
Like,
a
but
penny.
really
Yeah,
bad.
That Wu-Tang?
not really
The
bad,
tang.
but the tang, yeah.
I had that with one of my exes, and I just straight up told her. And
Really?
Yeah. Well, she had just started taking like a different supplement. Like it was noticeable. Like fucking going down on her one day, and then like 2 days later, it wasn't bad. It was just like, oh, this
Tangy.
tastes a little
It's a
different.
lot of. I think it's a lot of things. Like
Dude, there's
birth
so much
control.
going on down there, man. I'm so glad I have
Yeah.
a dick. Fuck.
God bless our dicks.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Blessed.
Hashtag.
So brave. We're so brave.
Did we get that one fully?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, fuck it.
maybe
Oh wait, let me get. I have a little story. It was when I was on Coronado buds training, and I was young. I was like 22 or 23. Go to this party. I think it was like a college party, hanging out with all these fucking fine chicks, bunch of like college dudes. It's me and my Navy buddy, and his name was Evan. And he went and made me a drink and poured like every drink they had in the kitchen in it.
Jungle juice.
And like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just jungle juice. And we're young, so we're like, yeah, fuck, how many pull-ups can you do, bro? So he's like, yeah, just drink this. I'm like, what is it? And I'm hanging out with this like cute Asian chick, and he gives me the drink. I'm like, oh, dude, it tastes like fucking ass. He's like, just drink it. I'm like,
Pussy.
looking at- okay, cool. So I drink like half of it. Just tastes like shit. I'm like, oh god, I'm already drunk.
Feel
and then
like
they got
shit
this fucking
too.
Yeah.
joint passed around, and I'm like. And I can't, like, dude, I'm 22. I'm not going to be like, no, I'm good. I don't want to get made fun of. So I'm like, yeah.
crossfaded.
Yeah. Oh, crossfire, bro. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. And for a minute, I was like, yo, damn, I feel
Yeah.
good.
And then that soul starts creeping.
Dude, 4 minutes later, my soul's just like, oh. And I'm sitting there going like, whoa, dude, I don't feel good. And this chick's all up on me, and I was like, I can't ruin this. Like, this chick is hot.
Oh, it's already ruined.
Yeah, it's done. And I'm not sure where my buddy Evan went. He just went somewhere in the party, and like shit, like the ground started.
Yeah, oof.
And I'm like, fuck. So then I like look over and we're just talking, and then she's just like makes the move, comes in, starts making out with me. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, cool. And then I'm just going in and out of like not feeling well. I'm like,
Oh.
no, I got this. No, you know, my stomach's making noises. I'm like, oh shit. Finally, dude, we're making out, and she just goes for like the deepest kiss, like tongue in my mouth. And I'm like, and I fucking jiu-jitsu'd her to the side. I fucking threw up and then came back, and everyone is just staring at me going, what the fuck? And you guys ever watch a Sandlot where they go on that ride at the fair and they all start puking up the
For
tobacco?
the tobacco?
Bro, it projectile vomited.
Wait,
like,
were you in the house?
No, we were in the backyard.
Oh.
Sorry. In the patio, but everyone was
But everyone's
chilling.
out
We're
there.
smoking, yeah.
yeah.
Just fucking like a dragon, bro. I had her face like down. I think people were probably staring at me because I like had her face down too, because I didn't want to throw up on her.
Yeah.
We were like mid makeout, so I was just like,
Ice.
and then I got up. Everyone's looking at me, and I'm still just like, I'm too high and I'm too drunk to handle this. So I just get up. And I fucking walk to the gate, and I'm just like trying to undo the gate. The gate's not going.
Now you look-
now I look like
Yeah.
a fucking idiot. Now I'm like, oh, this dude's running.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't handle this. So I try to open it. Won't open. Fucking, I'm jumping it. I get over, dude. I fall down. Then Evan comes out. Yo, dude, what the fuck's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. You told me. You made that fucking drink for me. I like jumped in my car. I wasn't gonna drive. I'm not an idiot. But he's like, yo, you can get a DUI if you know
In the
if you're
car,
chilling
yeah.
in the car with the keys. So we like went to the gas station, got Gatorade, and she hit me up the next day
Wow.
Nice.
and wanted to hang out.
What'd you say? How are you? Like, are you doing all right?
Yeah, it was like one of those. And
Mm.
I was 22, so I woke up at like 8 a.m. and,
Mm.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck
funny
yeah.
though, if you'd have just thrown up and then just thrown your hands up, like, yeah, everyone would have gone, yeah.
That guy's a
I just
champion.
started making out with her again. She's like, damn, Shoney, fuck me. I'm like, oh. Yeah, so that happened, and she called me the next day, and then this was in Coronado, so we went to the beach on a date the next day, and then this is the first time I accidentally gave her 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink on accident. I never tried to do it.
Just, like, slip it
one,
in.
Yeah, one of them just went. I was like, oh, what was that? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh,
cool. Woo.
sweet. Surf's up. So that was my story. It's not that bad. But the other one, the stink one that
That's
Scoop
gross.
told, that was
gross.
ugh, that's
Disgusting.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. Disgusting.
That's some tough shit.
Have you ever had Dookie on your dick from anal sex?
Dude, I was literally
Where did that come from?
Dude, my story, that was going to be my story, but I think I told it before, so I wasn't going to say it again.
Yeah, I was asking.
I don't think I ever have. But
Yeah.
I'm not a huge like anal guy. Like
Yeah.
if my girlfriend wants to do it, I'm down.
Me
But
neither.
Isn't that weird though that some dudes that is their thing?
Yeah.
Like that. Well, fair enough.
is it really your thing?
What, anal?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. If it's not weird. It's just
No,
Why?
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Is it? I gotta ask you a question though. Is it because it's like taboo, or does it actually feel better?
I've just always liked it. I don't really
Well, that
know
doesn't
why.
answer my question. So,
No, it's not the
so
taboo.
you like you? Is it? I think I like it because it's taboo. Because it's like, ooh, what? You don't get it all the time. So my girl's like, yeah, put it in. I'm like,
No, 'cause if I'm
"Ooh,
getting
happy
it-
birthday.
If I'm getting it all the time, then it's less appealing. Like, not to mention,
Okay,
if
then
you're
it's
in an
taboo.
ass, if
You
you're
like
in
it.
an ass,
Mhm.
like, it doesn't maintain its shape like a fucking vagina does. The longer you fuck it, the more it stays like that.
You went from, and for the audio
Well, I
people,
wasn't being literal.
he went from like pinhole to softball, and then just like left it there
Hey,
shaking it.
you got a big dick. What do you-
that gape.
That gape. I
Fall into
I
the
bet-
gape.
I bet doing anal with Bradley is fucking so painful because he just literally went like, "We're doing it, let's go."
He's got the speculum from like when chicks get their the whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, he's got that in there. He's spitting.
So you didn't answer my question though.
It's just fun to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's taboo. I think it's because
I mean, that's probably
guys,
part of it.
It's one of those things that females are like. Well, some females aren't. Some like it all the time. But for a lot of them, it's like it's a special occasion or whatever.
I like it if the girl's into it, then I'm way more into it. It's more about if she's.
You don't want it to be like a pity thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess you
No.
can do it.
I couldn't. No, the whole like it's
I mean, I
his
guess
birthday.
you
I'll
can
let
get
him
in
fuck
my
me in the ass. No.
But what I
You want that
understand,
poop dick?
yeah, that's what I understand. It's like when you're fucking a pussy, it's like when it gets wet, it's like pussy juice, right?
Yeah.
But then when you're fucking an ass, it just starts sliding. Like, is that
Truffle butter.
dookie slime? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, how wet? It's not really getting wet. It's
well,
not
like,
a
I
self-lubricating
mean,
thing.
it's sliding a little bit
Well,
more, ain't it?
It's your dick, dude. Pre-cum and whatever else is on it.
Dookie?
Well, we're not all like
Yes,
wet willy
if you
like
fuck
you
a girl
are,
in the ass,
Bradley.
Dom, there's gonna be shit on your dick. Whether you can see it or not, there's shit on your dick.
Unless you douche.
Yeah, I feel like there's still like microscopic particles of poop.
I mean, why don't we just use lube?
Yeah,
Yeah, but that doesn't get rid of the. Was there like sanitizing lube?
I'm sure there is.
flushing lube.
There probably is.
Dom's got the Windex.
No, that's why if you're gonna do the anal thing, you like much better to do it with a chick who's really into it and knows what she has to do.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
freak.
I like doing anal with my
Because I've
girlfriend.
had that before, what you were talking about, and I was wearing a condom, thankfully, but I pulled out and I was like, oh,
That
this
shit
just
ruined
And
everything.
she's just like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. What? It's loose. Big Dick Bradley.
no.
All right. What? I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Yes.
All right. Enough of the anal talk. Please demonetize.
Dude,
this
fucking
fuck.
Dom out of nowhere, just like, y'all get Dookie on your dick. That was a true, genuine
Wait,
question.
what were you referencing something specific in your own life?
Yeah, I think we were talking about
I mean,
something.
yeah, I mean, it's happened before.
Oh,
That's
I
why,
didn't,
yeah.
there was nothing like specific that stood out though. Like, oh, this one time,
I mean, yeah, it's just like Dookie on the dick. You know what I'm saying? This is like
condom or no?
Dookie
Yeah,
dick.
condom.
Condom.
Yeah.
That makes it a little easier to handle.
Oh,
Just
for
a little
sure.
bit.
Yeah, it's like a rubber glove.
Still, but they were
Yeah.
like, we take it off. All right, we're
Yeah.
getting ridiculous on that.
Flinging poop onto the
Next question.
ceiling and shit.
Oh,
Ziggy's like,
oh no! Poor Six. Poor Six.
Zig's like, the
He's
fuck
like-
is this shit?
He's like, I'm out of here, dude.
Y'all niggas disgusting.
All right. So next question is from Stoma Diploma. He got a question last show too. That's not right.
Who was it?
Stoma Diploma?
Oh.
From
They start
Discord.
charging them.
I know. So stupidest shit you guys have ever done near death. You know, drugs, car crashes, DUIs, benzos, anything deployment related.
Too many.
There's definitely a few.
Well, the thing is, like, none really stand out, but I know there were probably countless times where I was very close to death, and I just didn't know it.
That probably happens more than you
That's
think.
what I'm saying. Like, thinking back on it now, it scares the fuck out of me how close I actually probably was.
Yeah.
When I almost flipped that forklift, I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you get a motorcycle accident?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I'm sure that was fucking.
Didn't you break your
tense.
hip?
Yeah.
It was they helicoptered you.
No. They helicoptered me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm. All right.
almost.
Oh.
You don't want that bill.
Yeah. Oof. I heard
Yeah.
that jet fuel ain't no joke. You
Nah.
know?
Exactly. Yeah,
They'd
I guess.
they'd be pushing on that pedal a little harder too.
Yeah. 200
Oh, we got
octane.
Dom. What kind of motorcycle do you have?
Bet.
Yeah. Yeah, I get like DUIs, like driving drunk when I was
yeah.
younger. I mean, I would never do this. None of us have ever do this. You know, it's all jokes. But yeah, driving so drunk that I didn't remember even driving. Like and then when where I grew up too in SF, you can't park by your house. That's not a thing. So sometimes you have to park like 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks from your house. So I'm just walking around my neighborhood. It's all hilly and shit. Where's my car? Fucking like an idiot.
I've done that downtown, dude. Fuck.
Horrible. So you drove drunk there? How dare you, sir?
What do you mean?
If you're looking for your car downtown, you
I've done it completely sober. Like to where I was I'm like my car was stolen.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other like actual near, like for sure near.
Yeah,
I would say
for sure
most of
near
my
death.
stupid activities that would involve being close to death when I was younger were all around fucking booze and drugs, allegedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked on the flight deck on a carrier. I'm guessing that was probably the most dangerous place I've ever worked.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I mean,
Without a
I've gotten
doubt.
really high before and thought I was gonna die.
yeah.
you know?
No,
Spice?
Oh no, never. Is that still a thing? Is that still a thing?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
What,
I
what
haven't
was
heard
it
of
like? Synthetic weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen
Spice!
motherfuckers on that shit.
Spice?
That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Very
allegedly.
crazy.
That was really popular when
It
I was in the
was.
military. I
That
couldn't
shit was
believe
like,
it.
It was like a big ass boom.
What, with
Yeah.
military dudes?
Yeah, something you
I
could
didn't
smoke, get high, not get popped. Motherfuckers was signing up left and right.
That's true.
That shit was fucking you up though, right?
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
mean,
Yeah.
I used to smoke a lot of spice. Yeah.
You smoked a lot of spice?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Dude, you dick motherfucker.
But I thought it was like cardboard and shit, and like
Nah.
chemicals.
No.
No,
What
I,
is
I
it?
think that's what it was.
It
Dom
wasn't.
just
It's
doesn't
not
know.
organic,
Man,
natural, good
it was,
for you
it
shit.
was like oregano. I don't know.
Man, what the fuck?
I don't know. Like some. I
Oh,
don't,
that's what you got sold last week. We're talking about we're talking about spice, Dom. That shit was synthetic. It had like a bunch of shit in there. It would get you high.
Yeah, it wasn't
and it would
car-
fuck your
it
brain
wasn't
up.
cardboard though. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, well,
You don't
it
know
was-
what it was.
well, it wasn't like bath salts. Like we weren't going crazy now. We was like, oh shit, he's high. Like that's what's up.
Did it feel like a normal high?
Yeah, kind of.
Here,
I mean, military dudes fucking will do anything to get high.
Yeah.
I remember we used to take Ambien. We take like 4 or 5 Ambien and
Stay
then
awake.
start drinking. Yeah, no, try to see who could stay awake, and we'd all just be like dozing off.
That's
and
the
shit.
dumbest game I have ever heard in
And
my
drinking,
entire life.
like, and there was like one dude that just didn't wake up. He just fucking
Is that real?
no.
Oh, I was like, fuck. I mean,
I made
that's
it
what
up for the-
happens.
That is exactly what happens.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to us, but I just did it for the ratings.
Oh.
spice, literally, it says there it's made from dried plant materials that have been sprayed with mind-altering chemicals. Not even
What
going
in
into
the-
detail.
dick. Fuck, bro.
So the oregano might not be too far off. To
Yeah,
be
yeah.
honest.
But
I mean,
there
it could be
is
something
synthetic
like
shit
that.
in there. It's not good.
Yeah.
for you.
Oh yeah. It's not just oregano. There's
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
else going on in there.
Yeah, it was big in PB with the foreigners when it was hot. I remember
Yeah.
seeing like dudes that were coming out and they were just wigged out trying to fight security guards, and I'm just like,
Really?
what the fuck? And then the security guy was like, yeah, dude, he's like been smoking spice. I was like, what is that?
See, we all just smoking like play Call of Duty and chill.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's most people, you
Yeah,
know.
we weren't doing that like.
I think any drugs like that, like smoking weed or mushrooms or shit like that, like just stay home. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't want to be around anything that like I can't control.
Yeah. Like fools dropping acid and going on
Yeah.
hikes and shit. What are you doing?
Or like, how about going to Disneyland or some
Yeah.
shit? dude?
Those people, those are the type of people that like to push the limit. I don't
Yeah,
understand that
for sure.
shit. They like to like live on the edge. They like to be out of control. Like people that go to like EDC and they drop like 4 pills of like Molly or
Mhm.
ecstasy, and they're just pushing the limit.
Yeah,
They're
it's
usually
crazy.
white people, but
Yeah, oh,
you know,
yeah, of course, of course.
whatever.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could be black too. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I've never gotten that. I like to be comfortable.
In a controlled.
Yeah,
environment.
controlled
you know what I mean?
environment.
That's key.
Until I'm comfortable like smoking weed. Like right now, I bought a bunch of joints. They're half THC, half CBD.
Mhm.
Perfect amount of high. I'm high. I have a body high. I'm chill. I don't like being too high.
Yeah.
And then like going out. Like
Yeah.
weed smokers in the comments right now? Like,
You fucking bitches. You gotta do 75, 35.
That's exactly what it is. And then every stoner has like a story like, no, man,
It's
you got the
always
wrong
that.
joint. You got the wrong strand. You got to find your own strand.
Have you
Man,
tried
fuck
this?
you.
No, you're right. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Yo,
Thanks for
take
the
a hit of my
advice.
bong. The thing that really gets me is if I'm smoking with someone and we have like a bong and I hit it once, I'm like, oh, I'm high as fuck. I tell them I'm a lightweight, and they're like, clear it.
No.
What?
No.
Clear what? No, you clear it. No.
You shouldn't even.
No, clear it. They won't smoke until you're done. I'm like, no.
So don't smoke, bitch.
They're not smoking your smoke. That's rude.
Yeah,
Fuck all
no,
that.
fuck it. Smoke that shit. I'm not trying to be high out of my mind. Their tolerance is so fucking high that it's like,
You shouldn't
What?
even be taking a bong rip if you
No.
don't smoke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like one hit off of
That's
joint
it.
or a small hit off a pipe. That's
Stoners
it.
have no compassion for people that don't smoke.
They
They're
forget.
like, would you,
Yeah.
they forget. Would you like to get stoned out of your fucking mind? No, I don't. Who gives a fuck? Just smoke.
Well, the thing
What?
is,
No.
they're for bong rips, right? To someone who doesn't smoke is like a small hit off a joint.
Exactly. And they don't realize
They
that.
don't realize that. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
it's terrible. I hate it.
It takes so long to build up that tolerance.
Yeah, you know who I'm
yeah.
talking about from Denver,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
yeah.
won't
Oh,
name
yeah,
names,
yeah.
but yeah,
He's
that
the
motherfucker
worst.
is a stoner, and he'll always give me shit for not smoking enough. I was like, I can't handle it. Like,
But it's like if someone drinks a lot and they have 5 or 6 shots, you know, it's not gonna affect them
Yeah.
if you never drink. And they're like, take 5 or dude, if you have 5 or 6 shots, you don't drink, you're gonna be wasted.
exactly. I don't know why it's like that.
I don't know. And
All the
weed's even
stoners
worse,
are
too.
just like,
fuck these dudes, pussy. Hey, have you seen that video where all those people in the garage and he has like that leaf blower with like a whole bunch of weed in it? He just fucking.
Oh
blowing
yeah,
That's insane.
and it's the whole
Yeah,
garage.
it's fucking filled up with smoke quick.
yo, homeboy from Cypress Hill, Be Real. He
Yeah.
has a podcast, and they
Yeah, yeah.
sit in his
Yeah.
car and smoke.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I've
Looks
never seen
intense.
Joe Rogan so high in my life. He even said, Joe Rogan came on the podcast and he said that he got so high he was uncomfortable. And that's crazy coming from Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
He's like
that's
a stoner.
scary. That's the level of high that I'd be in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's like with Dave Chappelle when he was backstage smoking weed rappers. Then he went and bombed in Detroit. He's like, I was fucking high as shit.
You can't do shit when you're high, man. Especially like talk in front of people.
Yeah,
Fuck
hell
that.
no.
Yeah. So I don't know. We didn't really answer this at all, but yeah, I think the reason or the problem we're all having is that we've all talked about these like car crashes. But none of us have DUIs.
It's definitely all
right?
been
Yeah.
discussed. No.
Yeah, but like, you know, car crashes, drug stuff, benzos.
Well, I think when people ask these questions, they're referencing stuff that, like you said, we've already talked
yeah.
about, but they see it and they're like, oh, like kind of like requests with me.
Right,
They
right.
hear a song and then they request the song like
Right.
like 10 minutes after. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that was funny. So do another one like that. And now we don't have anything to say. We're like, well, I mean,
Yeah. I don't want
I
to
can
tell
make
it
shit
again.
up.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway, so we'll move on from that.
We don't
one.
have any stories like Kevin, dude.
No. Nothing
who's
like
Kevin?
KJ.
that. KJ. Yeah. We don't have
Oh,
any
Jesus.
crazy stories.
He's got
Yeah.
the fucking
That's what I was saying.
King of all stories.
right.
Okay, this one might get dark. What's your biggest regret in life?
Starting the Tasteless Gentleman. Doing this podcast.
Shit, man.
Oh, I guess I'll start because, but I think
You got one on deck. I can tell by the shit-eating grin you got on your face.
It's not like shitty and green, but
That ex bitch.
yeah, well, I got a bunch of those. Oh, if you
Ooh.
real quick, if you want, yeah, there's some chicks that I wish I would have. Why didn't I fuck that chick? That's not what I don't really care about that. I wish that I would have taken sports more seriously in high school because I just was fucking off. I was always really good, but I was just fucking off. Like, yeah, whatever, and drinking beers and shit. If somebody would have told me, oh, you can get your like college paid for, and if someone said that in 9th grade, so where I grew up, it's not big. If I grew up in Texas or something like that, somebody would have done that. But where I grew up, like nobody gave a fuck. Like the football team I played on, we had all our gear stolen the year before I was on the team, so they just canceled the season.
They didn't
for the
replace
team.
it?
They didn't replace it. It's like that's how that would not happen in Texas.
No,
They'd
fuck
be
no.
rolling around fucking shooting people, fundraisers and shit. Like yeah.
Fundraisers and shit.
Fuck. But yeah, I wish I would have taken it more seriously because then when I was a senior, a couple people that I played with and then other people that I knew from, you know, when you play on these teams, you meet people and shit. They all got like scholarships at D3 schools or D2 school. I was like, oh, I could have fucking done that. What was I thinking? Anyway.
You don't know because you're young. And
Yeah.
you're just
Well,
like,
you didn't have anybody
whatever.
tell you that.
Yeah. But then I also, with all the shit, it's like, well, I wouldn't be in the position I am now. I wouldn't have the experiences I had.
True hindsight, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good question and it's a good answer.
Mm.
I like that. I think mine, and I thought about this on the way over, is I wish when we started the original Tasteless Gentleman, we would have kept going because I believe we like. But then, like you said, you guys probably wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
But
been here.
that's what I'm saying.
No.
But so no, don't take it. I'm sorry,
Damn,
Dom. You know I
Shorty.
love you, Dom.
I don't fucking-
But I felt like you'd probably come on. Who gives a shit? We'd have
Yeah.
like a room of 12 dudes.
Hold
When
our
we
shirts off.
started it, like
Do-rags and no shirts.
We got the weed blower.
That's the whole show.
Rough Riders playing in the background. I wish that we would have kept the Tasteless Gentleman going when we first started it strong from the beginning. And we were talking about this earlier, how we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
No idea.
I mean, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Did?
there when we did it in my studio
Yeah.
in Mission Gorge.
Mhm.
We started and we literally. Well, you're gonna give me that episode. You have the audio. We're gonna
I
play
think
it for
it's number
people.
8.
Yeah, it's literally the Tasteless Gentleman number 8, and we are
Cool.
just fucking stupid. Just fucking
Well, there's like
stupid.
12 of us in that little studio.
Yeah, and it was like we had my then girlfriend was there,
Yep.
Jonna was there, a bunch of other people. We were like passing the mic around, drinks were spilling. It was so fucking chaotic. But I wish we would have kept it going. We only did a couple episodes, but if we kept it going and kept working, and it was gonna end up like it is now, and we'd be serious about it, this shit would be fucking huge.
Yeah. for
And
sure.
even though
Especially-
maybe if you guys
yeah.
weren't even on it, like
Mhm.
we'd still all be homies and have you on as guests or do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's either or to it, but I just,
for a reason.
so beautiful.
Live,
Um,
laugh, love.
I would definitely not take school as seriously as I did and start focusing way more on myself and what I was interested in when I was younger. And I also wouldn't have fucked around with any serious relationships until I was like in like late 20s. I would have I would have literally done me until I was like 30, and then I would have used all that shit and applied it to a career and maybe a chick.
Yeah, I was gonna say 30 for sure.
Mhm.
30, 35. Just wait until you actually know yourself. Because if you don't know yourself and you're trying to get in like a serious relationship, if you don't know yourself, it's just not gonna
No,
work.
And
exactly.
I think that not taking school seriously is so real.
Fuck school.
It's like,
I mean, if you think about all the bullshit that we were taught in like elementary school, like fucking cursive, or like all the math classes that none of us ever fucking used,
Yeah.
ever.
I saw for Z yesterday.
You saw what?
For X, my bad.
I didn't even understand what the fuck you just
I don't even
said.
speak algebra. What are you talking about?
This dude just spoke
I
cursive.
li- I
I was like,
literally-
"That's not supposed to."
Tom, you could have spoken another language right there. I don't know what the
You
fuck.
guys
you
know
just-
Saw for X?
Wakanda.
Yeah, I know
Solve-
you
yeah,
solve
yeah.
for X, but
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
hell
yeah.
did you say the first
I
time?
said Z.
Oh.
Wrong letter.
Oh, solve for Z. I thought you said something like you saw for Z yesterday.
That's
I was
exactly
like, who
what.
the fuck is for Z?
That's what I heard too.
Let's get him.
What the fuck? But yeah, think about that, dude. You're such a waste.
There's a lot of but I think you're totally. I even think that goes all the way through school.
100%.
Or excuse me, all the way through college.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times people either they don't use that degree or they a lot of shit you're taught in school actually doesn't apply. This is one thing. I mean, I went all the way through fucking grad school, and I remember being in classes with professors realizing they didn't, with specific things, they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about
Mhm.
because I was actually doing it. I'm like, oh, that's not how. And I remember getting arguments. Oh, well, that's not really how that works. And then they're trying to explain to me. I'm like, no, but I do this that's not how that
I
works.
live this life.
Yeah,
Trust me.
literally not how it works.
Wait, how did you know and they didn't know?
It's just the marketing stuff, or like
Oh.
there was one specific conversation about Facebook ads, and the professor did not know what she was talking
They're
about.
teaching that in school?
Yeah. Well, I went to a business.
Yeah.
Oh,
grads,
okay.
yeah, a business school. So like, but yeah, it was just shit like that. I'm like, but then I'm thinking in my head, if you knew what you're talking about, you wouldn't be teaching here for the most part. Not all of them.
Yeah,
It's kind
that's
of like
fair.
the YouTubers that are like, get 1 million subscribers in a week. And it's like, well, if you know how to do it,
Then
why do you only
yeah.
have 3,000
But
subscribers?
here's
homie.
I was just talking to a friend about this actually, because you can get 80% of the way to something through those people, or not 80, but maybe let's say 50%. You actually learn like all the basic shit, but to actually go like really apply it, you got to ignore those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a photographer that I used to watch all the time that I used to think was so cool when I first started. And then now when, like later, a few years after I've been doing that, I went back and looked. I'm like, oh, this guy's garbage.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. But
Well, it's like book smarts and then it's like street smarts.
Mhm.
Right.
Book smarts can only take you so far, and then you got to go out and learn on yourself. And street
I don't
smarts
feel
and
like
shit.
book smarts take you anywhere unless it's for something you specifically want to do.
Well, they make you not dumb.
But
You know, like
does it?
elementary school,
But,
high
like,
school.
learning-
That's your foundation.
But I'm saying learning dates and shit in history that serves no purpose later
I think
on
it
in life.
exercises your brain. I think
Maybe, but so do crossword puzzles.
Yeah, and the Rubik's cubes.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
then do those.
Did you say a Rubik's cube?
Nintendo.
Dom is fucking just on fire.
Solve for Z.
Or Rubik's cubes?
So you can't even say it.
What is it? Aerobics or Rubik's?
Rubik's.
Rubik's.
There's no A.
Rubik's.
Are you? I think it's RUBIX.
Yeah.
Rubik's
Tomato,
cube.
tomato.
Yeah, I think you were saying a Rubik's cube, but it sounded like you said aerobics cube.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
hey,
doesn't matter.
Rubik's. Yeah.
Just keep it up, Dom. It's
Fuck it,
entertaining.
man. Fuck it, man. I'm
I
out
just
here.
think how many people do you see in the industry, like the nightlife industry, that are paying for college, and then once they get out of college, they're still working at the bar, and they're like,
A
dude,
lot
just
of
wait.
people.
A
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, and then I hear people, they're like, well, yeah, I think I'm going to college. I think the guest on our Boner Bros episode was like, yeah, I think I'm about going to go into college, do this, and I'm like, you might as well just hop into it and get that street
Yeah.
smart straight off
For
the bat.
sure.
Just go out
Experience
there.
is priceless, dude. You
Exactly.
Can't, you can't
Yeah.
teach that.
You're gonna be so
can't teach it,
poor
no.
having to pay for school.
And if you look at before you even like pick a major or whatever, if you look at what they're looking for a brand new hire, 90% of the time it's like 8 months experience, a year
Yeah,
experience,
yeah.
5 years, and they would actually rather you have that than even the degree.
Yep.
On some of the stuff, you can't be a fucking engineer.
Yeah.
You're not building bridges.
Nope, ain't building those Rubik's cubes.
Fuck him.
Fuck them.
Oh, that was serious. All right.
That didn't get as dark as it could have.
No, it sure didn't. Yeah, not at all. Okay, so this is from Gaffman. Biggest differences in your lives now compared to 10 years ago.
Oh, I saw that and I realized I'm sad. It's not that different.
Shit, man. For me, I think it's don't sweat the small stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I used to sweat like when I first met. So like 10 years ago, I moved to San Diego, and 10 years ago I was here for like 4 years. So I got in the Navy, and then I was just so concerned about what people thought about me. I guess you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just really affected me. And then everybody, as soon as I started DJing and like started getting popular in like the San Diego area, everyone had something to say about me, and I was like,
Negative.
yeah,
Or like-
mostly negative. A lot
His
of like,
dick's too big.
Like,
Dick game too strong.
Why so many tattoos?
and I'm like, stop it, you guys. Who's trying to get fucked? No, but just people just being, it's like high school shit.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, now I'm like, man, I look forward to it. I'm like, dude, if people are talking shit, that means I'm doing something right.
That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's if we have people in the YouTube comments like saying some stupid shit.
Oh,
like,
don't say that.
Fuck
Oh,
this
don't
show.
say that.
Fuck this show.
Oh, you just open up the gates. Oh, don't do that.
Hey, it's a comment.
Nah.
They're taking the time. They're taking the time out of their life to comment. you
The
know?
gates
I
are
agree.
open 24/7. It's like
24/7.
hell.
So I think just sweating the small stuff, man. I just let that shit go financially. When I was in my 20s, I would pay my rent and I would pay the utility bills, and anything that was left over, I'd leave in my checking and I would just spend on alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a
No
lot of people do
savings.
that. Yeah.
You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
people do that.
And now it's like 10 years later, I'm like, fuck that. If it's just chilling, just put it in savings. Like,
Yeah.
Save money.
Yeah.
You just get smarter, man. I don't know if
Hopefully.
you guys are if you guys are listening, you're in your 20s. I don't know, just like listen to podcasts and shit. Like
Yeah.
people that know what they're talking about.
Dude,
But-
go on YouTube. Anything you want to
Tell
do,
us.
go on YouTube.
Yeah,
Literally
it's so
anything
100%.
you want to
How
do.
to save money.
Go on the internet.
You know how to finance shit. How to invest shit. I wish I would have saved a little bit more money in my 20s. You know.
Same here.
Yeah.
I was
Right?
gonna say. That was what I was gonna say for even the last question.
Yeah.
Like I wish fucking.
That's your regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way I was making $1,700 every fucking 2 weeks, rent free.
Rent free, right?
And
Yeah,
still
yeah.
not having
Exactly.
money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially when you're in the fucking
That's
military,
ridiculous.
dude. Like,
That's
what was I
fucking
doing?
That's what I'm
I got
saying.
out. I had no rent. I was living at the barracks, and I was getting like extra pay when we were in like Iraq. And I'm like, what did I do with all the money?
Yeah.
Like, I got out. I had no money. I had like $2,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I doing?
Well, especially in that scenario, like you don't have, like if you, let's say you were making whatever 1,700 every 2 weeks now, and you had a bunch of free time, you could spend that so much. But like, and when you're in the military, you have to be at work super early.
Yeah.
Then when you get home, you don't really want to go do shit because you got to get up so early.
I
and-
mean, because we were getting fucked, going to the club, getting fucked up, and then going.
That's
to
what I'm
PT
saying,
like
though. It's a
5 in the
whole
morning.
Yeah.
different. Like when we were young, so we would work hard, and then when we were off, then it was like, oh, I got a party.
I gotta fuck.
Oh, monkeys out the cage.
Racist. Yo, but seriously, we used to go on deployment for 3 months and come back, and I know dudes that would go to their room and they would open up like a bottle of Jack, and they'd be in the shower, taking a shower, trying to get all that boat fucking dirt shit off, and then just drink a bottle of Jack, get halfway through it, and pass out in the shower. I've
Sounds like a
walked
fun
in.
time.
I've walked into my buddy's barracks, like, yo, dude, we going to the club, going to the bar, open it up, shower's going. I'm like, yo, nothing. And I go in there, like, what the fuck? Naked, just like curled up with a bottle of Jack. Because we were on deployment, and it's just like, oh, I need to party, I need to drink.
Yeah.
And they get out, and they can't even make it to the bar.
Yeah.
So I guess I just answered my own question. That's why I was broke.
And yeah, they were saving money.
Yeah. Bottle of Jack, $30. Pass out in your fucking shower
No
for
more money.
free.
Yeah, for free.
Shit.
10 years. Let's see. I was engaged.
Bring it up as ex again.
No. Let's just go now. I work for myself. I own my house, and I'm single. So
Yeah.
that's probably the biggest changes in 10 years, I would say.
That's
That's huge.
Homeowner.
You got a big old tree you've been trimming for the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's taken me like a month to get it.
Is it
trimmed.
done?
No, I haven't done it.
He does.
Hey, are you
Hey, wait a minute.
wait, racist?
They'll get it done like that. Though.
Wait a minute.
But
You had to leave early from one of the Boner Bros
no,
podcasts.
I haven't finished it. I'm still doing it. I
All
haven't finished
right.
it.
Okay. I want to make sure you're getting shit done and not lying.
No, yeah, I'm lying to you to not do podcasts so I can go trim my tree.
He trims his grass with scissors. He's on his hands and knees.
He's picking the leaves off. Fucker. Singing Limp Bizkit. Fucking break your fucking face tonight.
Life sucks. I know.
Not even the right lyrics. Not even the right lyrics.
You know, I barely figured that out when I was at Thrusters. I was playing that song. And it
Yeah, and
reminded
you're
me of
like, wait a
Bradley,
minute.
And I was like, they don't say life.
I know that, but that's what makes it even funnier. Is that's not what they say. These are good questions. What's the next one?
Um,
I spoke too soon.
Yeah. No. This kind of goes back to one of the previous questions, but if you could change one moment in your entire life, what moment would you pick?
Shit, that fucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
Instead of going 60, taking it a good 15, like the speed limit said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One moment. That's hard to narrow down.
It's hard to narrow
That's
down.
really hard.
Because I think that there's nothing that happens in one moment.
Yeah.
Almost anything.
Well, so many things lead up to that, you know?
Yeah, like just think, like I'm not picking on you, but like the
Yeah, go ahead,
motorcycle thing, right? Like that moment starts when you think I'm gonna get a bike. That moment starts.
exactly.
then-
Hell no. It started in the last turn. I was in that bitch looking. I was like, oh, wow, 62 and a 15. Let's see if I can handle it.
But did it though? Because okay, well, let's push it even further. You're
Yeah.
on the bike. You're amped up. You just had a rock star. It started then when you're like, dude, we're about to get it today. You look at homeboy and you're like, we're about to fucking get it. He's like, hell yeah,
Let's go.
we're scraping corners. It happened. It started then.
Yeah.
That was the decision process, not when you're in the corner like life sucks. I know, as you're flying through the air. Yeah, when we got
That's
this
tough.
question. Oh, who was that from? By the way, did I say that?
No, you did not.
I don't want to leave him out. It's Gibatinia. Sure. But I was trying to figure that out on the way over here because some of these questions I haven't thought about it. You know?
Yeah.
No, I none of these I've really like given any significant
Right.
thought to.
And I was like, oh, maybe when I was married, but then like that worked out really well for me. So then that.
Yeah, well, when you start going down the like, where it led or what led up to that decision, you realize like there's way more to it than just,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have fucking, I don't know, taken that extra line of allegedly cocaine.
Right. But even all that stuff, like you learn the limit or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. You know what I
Something
mean?
good came out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it was more of like habit building. Like what kind of habits do you wish you didn't have? If
Right.
that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what led up to like your motorcycle accident. Like you bought it, you had the mindset of like, let's fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. Didn't come to that last throttle. Like,
Valentino Rossi.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, shit, man. I don't know.
It also had to do with blowing money on unnecessary shit.
And that's why you didn't save any money.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you wouldn't like. I had a few bikes. It's the funnest
Yeah. I
fucking
know, you said
thing
that.
you
You
can
said that.
ever do in your
Fuck.
entire life.
Fuck that. I will never buy a bike.
But
Because I
if you
know
rode-
I would kill
yeah,
myself.
Yeah, okay.
For sure.
Fair enough. I'm just saying, if there was one thing that I knew I could never die and I could just do it forever, it'd be ride bike.
I could
It's
see that.
so fucking fun.
I had a twin turbo Supra in Japan. fast as fuck.
Nice.
Almost killed myself a couple times.
Monica.
Bro, I went over a center divider and it ripped my exhaust off like multiple times. Bro, I was all about the e-brake. I
Tokyo
fucking love that
drifting.
thing. I took the little stopper on the spring that when you pull it up and it sticks there, I took it off. So when you pull
So
it
you
up,
can-
you let it go, it just smacks back down.
That's
so you-
awesome.
So you can
That
just be
is
like,
awesome.
So you can just keep.
dude, I was
amazing.
so good at it, so fun, and just a couple times I just pulled it like I held on to it too long, and I slid into the other lane. But I had to pop over the center divider. It ripped my exhaust off, fucking popped two of my tires. I still drove like halfway through Tokyo to go back to the base. Drove up to the base, and they have like the Japanese guards
yeah.
to check your ID when you're coming on base, so you're not like breaking any laws like me, and then coming up there. So they look at me, and I'm like looking at them. Both tires are flat, and my exhaust is hanging out of the hatchback.
And I'm sure it's making horrible noises.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like it sounds like a boat. It's like, and I'm just like,
Here's my ID, sir.
Here you
and then,
go.
American.
and then half of my exhaust was dragging from like the engine part, and I was an idiot. And I was sober, and I was an idiot. And I looked down, I was like, fuck, it's like sparking, and I hope it doesn't like light on fire. So I was like, all right, well maybe if I just push it up and like over, right? Exhaust pipe. And I'm like, I get on my fucking shit. I'm like,
Wow.
my homie's in the car. I'm like, fuck! Bro, it hurt so bad, I
Yeah.
almost shit my pants.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I almost
Yeah.
like pooped. I was like, ah!
Did your hand blister? I mean, that-
Yes.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I went to bed and I put ice on it, and it was
Oof.
like,
Yeah, you probably should have gone to the hospital.
oh, I should have, but I didn't. But that whole night, like, oh my god. So
That's
I like the
hilarious.
e-brake.
I've done shit like that though. You ever grab something out of the oven? Not fucking, dude.
Oh.
It makes you feel so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these cookies are gonna be fuck.
Yeah.
And you launch the cookies in the air.
Yeah,
Ziggy's
yeah.
like, party!
Dude, I have a perfect fucking square outline on my rug in my kitchen because I did that and it fell flat on the fucking carpet.
Dude, I had a girlfriend. She spilled like she was boiling water, and she spilled the whole thing down her arm. So she texts me, "Papi, can you come over? So I made a mistake or something."
That's hot.
And I was all right. Like I
Yeah.
drove up to. She lived like a couple blocks from me, and I drove her to the house. Like, what's going on? And the blister on her arm,
That's gnarly.
dude. It was her entire forearm was blistered.
Dude.
And at the bottom, she was holding it up, "Papi, papi."
Papi, ayúdame.
She's like finishing dinner for you. Papi, my arm hurts.
I'm like, yeah.
flip the tortilla.
We'll go to the hospital. We'll finish it up.
Oh.
No.
How did she do that?
I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah, she spilled it in the pus sack that, by the
Yeah,
time that I
yeah,
got
yeah,
there
yeah.
was so big.
That's gnarly.
It was hanging off her wrist. It was like a
That's-
golf ball,
that's
and you
gnarly.
could see the putt. Like
Yeah,
she'd
yeah.
move it. I was like, "We have to go to the hospital." She's like, "No, it's okay." I'm like, "No.
No.
We got to go to
Yeah.
the hospital.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they,
for
you might lose that bitch."
Papi,
no.
Might have to cut your fucking arm off.
I don't want my green card, Papi.
No. She was Dominican and
okay.
Ah, la República Dominicana.
Good.
Me
Bagara,
gusta.
and Puerto Rican. Yeah, Dominican and Puerto Rican. That's what she was.
Hey, but gotta work on, man.
Hey, man.
That's the extent of Dom's Spanish.
Right?
Oh, cara, mate.
What else?
What's next?
I
Yeah.
think that's
That was a
really
weird,
it.
Yeah, that's a weird question. That's
is.
tough. That's a tough question to answer.
Yeah, it is. I didn't grab too many more questions. We'll go in there real quick. I'll scroll past the
Sure.
the extreme.
What? Oh, you going on Discord?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything. They're just talking shit about
Yo, I
me.
learned at firsthand experience not to put water on a grease fire.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? I want to know what happened though.
I was trying to make bacon or something. Like my parents weren't home.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah.
mean just cook bacon?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then fucking like
I was like,
that
make
shit,
bacon.
Yeah,
Like the bacon in the pan
grease, yeah.
got fucking. How did it light on fire?
I don't know. I just went in there. It was like smoking. I was like, oh shit. Well, put some fucking water on
Yeah,
it.
that doesn't
I
do
put
shit.
some water on it. That whole like kitchen exploded.
That doesn't
Yeah.
do shit.
Grease everywhere.
It just
son.
spreads the grease.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, trying to clean that up before my mom got home. Yeah, shit,
I love how
that.
every story of Dom as a kid involves like, man, I got to get fucking this out of the way so my mom doesn't find out because he knows that she's gonna beat his
Yeah,
ass.
mom didn't play, man. She did not play.
Was it a wooden spoon? Did she use that?
Nah, my dad had this like discipline stick.
Whoa. sound like you grew up in a white neighborhood.
Nah,
Shit.
man.
What is this fucking Vietnam? POW?
He was there.
Yeah, they put your hands in the wood thing, and they put.
Wait, can you elaborate on what a discipline stick is?
It was just a fucking stick he made to fucking whoop my ass with, and he
Like that actually smack you in the ass?
yeah, like and like the edges, like where the handle was, he like sawed it down, so it was like smooth, like you know what I mean. It wasn't like rough when you.
People are calling CPS right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know
For
he's
real.
grown, but
That's some BDSM
That's just not
shit.
right.
No, that's dope though that your dad did that because I feel like there's a lot of people that don't discipline their kids, right?
Fuck
Like,
yeah,
my
you
dad-
see it all the time.
My dad was like that. Like he didn't have like a fucking stick for me, but I definitely like. Oh man, I don't know how old I was. I was playing soccer, maybe like 4th grade, and my parents were Christian. They're like pretty strict. Like they weren't
Yeah.
crazy strict, but I wasn't allowed to say like. I mean, back then I couldn't
Hell.
say like butt or like butthead or
Yeah.
Or
crap. Like,
sucks.
yeah,
I couldn't
yeah,
say sucks.
Couldn't say shut up.
life sucks.
And I was at the soccer game, and we lost, and I was a fucking idiot, and I was like, "Yeah, we kicked your butt." I'm a fucking idiot. Like everyone's looking at me, what the hell? And my dad heard me say, "Like
Oops.
you kicked your butt," and I looked at him. I was like, "Oh shit!" He took me home, and he outlined my hands with chalk on the
Sounds
fence.
serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then he's like, "Your hands do not leave that area."
Oh.
And then like pants down, like my underwear's still on. Thank God. That belt on bare ass hurts. Drop your pants, and then it'd be like, whoop-ah. If my hands came off, I was like, "Oh!" Like he would do it again. And I'm
Damn.
like, "Yeah," but I mean, like, look at me now.
Shit didn't work.
Look at me now. I love getting spanked.
Exactly.
Except now I do it when I'm jerking off.
Exactly. Tatted up.
Has your-
DJ.
You have your chick fucking draw the outline of your hands. She's like, bend over.
If my hands
on,
move,
baby.
hit me harder.
Yeah. That's
But
intense,
seriously,
dude.
no, it is very intense. But like, we're making fun of it and we're laughing. But like, I'm not a fucking asshole.
No.
Like, I don't fucking talk back to fucking like higher ups. Like when I was in the Navy, I respect my fucking elders and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of people, especially I've been working in the nightclubs for the last 10 years. I see a lot of fucking young kids come through these fucking
Mouthy little fucks.
oh, you have no fucking clue, man. And I'm just like, your
Wait, they're like
parents
they're-
probably didn't even discipline you at all.
At all.
And you think you run the world now, and it's just like,
Like they're
man,
mouthing off to who? Like the bouncers, the bartenders, everyone?
the shit I've seen, man. I've seen 21-year-old kids swinging on bouncers, like just
always a good
complaining
idea.
about just me in the DJ booth. What, you won't play my song? Why? What? Oh, and that, and then they do this like this weird thing where they like talk to their friends and they try to get people to get against you.
Yeah,
You've seen it. Like,
point.
yeah, you won't play fucking goddamn Britney Spears. Like, look at him. I'm just there like, what, bro? I'm 35, homie.
Like the cat just.
Yeah, like, what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, people tell the manager,
What
the
the
DJ won't
fuck?
give me a shout out. The
He's
DJ
up there
won't
with
do
a
this.
switchblade. What are you gonna do,
Yeah.
homie?
Sup, I say?
His apple.
Yeah.
No, but it's like I just see this, and there's a lot of people that come out that are really fucking cool and respectful, and I appreciate that. But
I
there's
think
just
most people, right?
Yeah.
most people. But
yeah.
then there's just like these. I don't even want to say kids because it's just people in general. People our age too.
Yeah.
Just you can tell they grew up with like no discipline,
Yeah.
and they think they own the world. And like, no, fuck you. You have to do this because of this. And I'm like, what? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Dude,
All I'm saying-
you are a very special kind of douchebaggy asshole if you ask to talk to a manager at a fucking bar.
At a
Like, do you
college
know
bar.
how much of a fucking asshat you have to be to actually utter those words? Who's your manager? I need to talk to him.
Well, I'll tell you why they do it because sometimes it works.
I was gonna say. Yeah,
I did a fucking
I
strip
know.
club once, and some dude came up and I know this person. I know this person. I don't care, dude. He literally like put $100 bill down. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good, thank you. Ooh, and that pissed him off.
Oh yeah.
Anybody
yeah.
that comes up,
Oh, how
puts
dare you?
puts a 50 or a
Yeah.
100, like a lot, and
How
usually
dare you.
DJs are like, you know what I mean? Oh fuck yeah, dog. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I'll download that song right now. Fuck that shit, dude. I see people come up with a lot of money. I'm like, I'm not gonna be your bitch for the rest of the night, homie.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
So they
That's
come
the
up
thing,
and I
yeah.
told them like, nah, dude, I'm good. Thank you. I'm getting paid anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
What?
Oh,
Well, the thing is, they will expect you to
Yeah.
be on the beck and call for the rest of the night. Like, oh,
Yeah,
Jay,
yeah.
hey, switch up this music, dog.
Yeah,
Switch
yeah,
up this
yeah.
music.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
They're like just
100%.
motioning from across the venue, like
Yeah.
It happened the other night. There was a waitress that was right behind me, and some guy pull up. $100 bill. Hey man, can you play fucking some weird ass song?
Life sucks. I know.
Drop me that Blink, baby. And I was like, no, man, I'm good. I appreciate it. And I'm super respectful. Like, I actually overplay it. Like, put the hands like, no, dude, I'm good. Thank you. I'm already getting paid well. You know? And they're just like,
bless.
and then they're just like,
Yeah.
take their $100 bill back. Like, I didn't let them stunt in front of their friends. You know what I mean? And then after that, they're just like,
You foiled their whole fucking plan.
oh, exactly. And the waitress was like, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you take the money? I was like, because he's going to fucking bark orders at me for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. Every place I play, I'm getting paid well. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't need fucking some dude's fucking money. It was probably fake anyways. Counterfeit. I'll take that $5 bill though.
Oh yeah.
Not your bitch.
That's a
one
nice
song.
gesture.
Nice gesture. $100 bill? Nah, we got issues.
Oh no, they be trying to think that you're a fucking bitch after like $2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some places for sure.
Like I'll be like, anything under $10, I'll be
Yeah.
like, yo, man.
Like
Like
what
it
they-
makes us the homie. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
like,
thanks, dude.
like
appreciate
they'll say
it.
something to you like, "Come on, man, play my song."
Hey, but, oh man, hey, you can play it. It's like $1. I'm like, bro, just keep it, dog. What do you want?
I feel like the people with only handing a few bucks, so they're just trying to be nice.
Mm.
Like because they
Yeah, they don't want to
yeah.
just request it without something
Yeah.
extra. You
I think
know?
the people handing a few bucks, they're trying to be nice, and they
Yeah.
also don't. They might not know, like they could just ask.
Yeah.
The people that are handing a lot of money, though,
You're a
they
douchebag.
know.
No, you're
Yeah,
a
they know.
douchebag.
Yeah.
That's the Vegas guy. You know, and he probably like buys an extra bottle. He's like, "Hey, make sure the fucking DJ plays my like." all right.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have.
It gets. I don't know how now. And that's how I don't know. I don't know how strippers do that, because it's like, you know, dude's throwing hella money and like, yo, let me touch some titty real quick.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle that. I'd be
They're
like,
letting it happen.
Fuck you. I know they're letting it happen, but like, oh, I just don't like it. Any fucking dude, any chick that pulls out that much money, I'm like, dude, I just don't want to. I know it. I've been in this business long enough. I know I'm about to deal with some shit.
Yeah.
We
You know what I'm
just
saying?
rob them. I mean, that's what I do.
All right,
Me and the old bird, we just run up on like, "Oh,
Dude,
you,
let me hit you up next
you're
time.
handing out cash."
Yo,
The old
Scoot,
bird.
Scoot, we
Hey,
got
bitch.
some big spenders up in backyard tonight. Come through.
Hey, homie, let me hold that for you real quick.
Let me hold that for you, dog.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Crushing his
yeah,
shoulder.
crushing his shit, and then take a shot of his bottle. Thanks, homie.
Hey, thanks.
I would have people do that sometimes with photography, and they were all
bet.
douchey, all douchey.
I bet, yeah.
Like, hey man, thanks for taking a photo of me and my girl, and they like hand me a 20.
Yeah, they're trying to like prove something.
well,
Or
no,
they're
that's
just
I
trying-
thought that's
stunt.
okay.
No,
isn't
it was always like what he said. It was always trying to
like,
look cool.
The way they
Huh.
give it to you too, you can always tell. Like, I think you're right. If they have $2 or
Like
$3,
that?
yeah, $2 or $3, it's like they hold it out and they're like looking at you like, here. They're timid.
Kind
the other
sir.
people are like, yeah,
yo, hey, hey.
hey, yo, they
Excuse
fold
me,
it up,
sir. Would you
fold it
mind
up.
playing a song?
They
Do me a
fold it
favor,
up.
please.
Yeah.
It is my birthday.
Tiny Tim, Tiny Tim.
Nasty ass clothes on.
In a crutch.
May I have another?
Oh, do appreciate it, sir.
He's just pouring like half drunk beers into another thing.
Dude, that shit happens at these college bars,
I
man.
believe it.
We have a problem with people stealing drinks all the time.
Wait, what
yeah.
are they
These
doing?
young broke ass kids are like taking people's drinks. Like, you put your drink down and be like, yeah, let's fucking get it real
Shut
quick. It's
the
our-
fuck? Really?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
People get kicked out of the club to do that all the time.
Oh my gosh.
You don't
Dude,
have cash,
I don't
though.
think you've ever. I mean, you paid for drinks, but like, if you kind of know, like DJs, or you probably don't know. You don't pay for drinks anymore.
no.
Like, we don't know how much they cost. They're
But-
fucking expensive.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
don't go out. You're just. That's like a different level of low. Because I didn't have money in
These are
college.
college kids,
Dude,
man.
I didn't have money in college, and I'd still go out and never even dream of
I mean,
stealing
the
somebody's
kids,
drink.
these kids that are probably tipping $1 or $2 are probably thinking, you know how much top ramen you can get with this shit, bro?
Yeah.
No, I
Just
get
take
it.
it.
I get it, but it's just a lame fucking excuse.
They
It's a
got rid of
bullshit
dollar
maneuver.
beer nights. I mean, I know in San
Yeah.
Diego that used to be a thing.
Yeah, or
So, like-
$2 fucking you call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing. It was so when you only had like $30, like totally. I used to think I was such a baller though, like with the $20.
Oh, of course.
I used to ask
20
the
beers,
waitress. I'd ask the waitress to give us like I think it was like Moondoggies, $2 you call it,
Yeah.
and I just get whatever. Can you just put it on a tray? And then I take the tray and be like, "Who wants drinks?" I spent like $17. Like, hey, what's up? Who are you? Whatever. Take one home.
It's all good, bro.
I was that douchebag.
I live this life, baby, every
Right?
Thursday.
Like purple, blue drinks, just
Yeah.
fucking barely any alcohol in it.
Kamikazes and shit.
Anyone over 28 doesn't even want it. They're like, bro, get the fuck away from me.
I
with
see
this shit."
people at bars drinking. What is it? What's the blue one? What's the blue
Adios?
drink?
Oh.
Is it
Adios.
Adios, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Adios.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
so much sugar. What the fuck you doing? Just take a shot of Jack.
It's just like a
Yeah.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
In a shot form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Strong
disgusting.
Island.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me Strong Island, Ma.
I guarantee whoever wins our contest is gonna order a fucking Long Island. I already know it.
Oh, we're
So
getting Long Island fucking bottle service.
Well, I'll talk to the person before they come out and just gauge the level. Because I don't want to bring them somewhere. Like, if we just got to go
That's
to
true.
Applebee's, that's
They
what we're
have to-
doing.
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
They have to
That's
be
valid.
a part of the Discord,
Yes.
and they have to send us a video of them drinking for an hour. We need to see how many shots you can take. You got to be able to hang.
We don't want that. No,
you
no,
don't
no.
want a death on
no,
your
no,
hand.
We're not. Nobody's hanging. Nobody's hanging. No. We're not. We're not.
Wait, what?
No,
What do you
no.
mean no one's hanging?
I'm just no. What I'm saying is we're not having shot contests. That's just,
It's getting real
bro.
crazy
That's gonna
now.
lead.
Not a contest.
Let's just-
You need to prove that you can like chill.
You chill, yes,
What-
but
what
we're
if
gonna
you-
get
what-
Florida man who's gonna fucking fly out here. He's gonna take 9 shots and just start punching people. And we're like, oh, that's not our boy. That's not our boy. He's like, yeah, you brought him in the door. Let's look at the cameras.
Tasteless gentleman T-shirt, tasteless gentleman pants.
Yeah.
Tasteless
Yeah,
He's got a
No,
tasteless
I'm
gentleman
with him.
tattoo on his fucking cheek.
yeah. And then like they'll know us, of course. And they're like, yeah, you fucking brought him. Like,
Get your
guys.
boy. Get your boy.
Who's got the moonshine? Who's got the moonshine? Yo, where's homie? He's in the DJ booth fucking on Stevie Aoki's back.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I don't know. Should we? I don't think we should do the contest anymore, man.
We gotta
Shit.
vet him a little bit, dude.
That's
What-
what I'm saying.
I mean, I'll have a conversation.
2 nights. Have dinner the first night and get fucked up.
Whoa. That's
No,
costing
we're
money,
not
baby.
changing it.
One night.
Not changing it. One night. That's it.
Taco Bell.
We're broke, baby.
Popeyes.
One night. One night.
Dinner
No,
with
good
Popeyes.
dinner. Good dinner.
What the fuck are you talking about? You guys make millions.
Bro, you guys might be fucked. You're going to be taking care of someone for the whole night.
See, I don't want
maybe.
that.
That's
Why
what
are
I'm
you
saying.
putting that into the fucking universe, dude? Stop.
But
I'm being realistic.
there's a lot of other people coming out too. As well. But the thing is, straight up, if they get if they get fucking blacked out, I'll fireman carry this dumbass back to his hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
I will chuck head first on that fucking bed, slam that door
Duct
closed.
tape him to the bed.
Duct tape. Oh, then they'll clear out the fucking all the drinks from there, throw it in a backpack.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you guys go to the San Diego airport and pick up the person that won the contest, and some fucking 6'8" dude comes out and goes, "Yo, I won the contest.
You motherfucking
Where are
ready
we
to
going?
party?"
Let's go. Let's party." Right on Scoop's shoulder, and Scoop's like, "Oh,
And he's
fuck."
already drunk.
No, he fucking cracks a
Where to
bottle.
play?
He's like, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm fucking horny.
He pulls a Stein out of his pocket.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. You guys don't know what you're gonna get.
That's half the fun.
Oh my
Yeah. That
god.
should be interesting.
Oh.
Life's
Holy
like a box of
shit.
chocolates, dude.
Life sucks. I know.
Dude, I'm fucking nervous. for you
They could
guys.
be stunning and brave. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm
Or
nervous
just like
too.
one hot chick, and she's like, "I brought my Brazilian
Wait.
friends. Is it
Oh,
cool?" And they're like,
God.
"Hey, Poppy,
Are we dropping the E?
No, Alex.
Okay, so then we're making it a rule across.
pussy."
Yeah.
Everybody's got to be here for the
Everyone's gotta be
Because
here.
before you were
Wait.
like, oh, Dom's not here.
Oh fuck, Alex is in here.
this
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just that Dom was here. Alex says this is the first show he's ever missed, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever in his
Ever.
fucking years.
In his
That's
entire career.
pretty good record.
That's a pretty good record.
Yeah.
Have I think I've missed that
Yeah, you
show.
missed
What are you
it.
talking about? Of course, it was recently, remember? Do the show without me, guys. I'm not going to make it.
Fucking Vegas boy out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out with my boys.
New friends.
Yeah. Fuck it.
New
Yeah.
bougie friends. New bougie
Let's
friends.
roll.
Yo, so these assholes forgot to plug my podcast. You guys know I love the Tasteless Gentleman subscribers. Click in the description. There's gonna be a link, and then maybe we'll put like a little bubble up here somewhere. Maybe I'll talk to Scoop and we can put a little bubble for my podcast, past and present, and we do it with Bradley for Boner Bros, and we have Scoop on there for what was our shit called? Could you not? I don't even fucking know it. So, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Thank you guys for the support.
Yeah, we love you.
T-shirts, if you love them, buy some.
Holiday
fuck
shirts
Scoop.
are great.
Holiday shirts, yes. Fuck Scoop for 20% off on your entire order. Hit up the Discord, Patreon's in the thing. If you haven't subscribed, I was going through the analytics. Some of you fuckers are watching and not subscribing. I don't like it.
How dare you?
Just help me out. It doesn't
How
cost
dare
you anything. Help me out. We only upload a couple times a week. We're not flooding you. Anyway, thank you for all the support, comments, likes. Appreciate it. Titties in the Discord.
Oh, yes.
Bunker Baddie. I'll see you in the streets, baby. All right, let's roll.
Love you.
Peace.
Peace.